Hi, this is Don Perkins, and I'm here today with Trish Bertuzzi and Matt Bertuzzi. Trish is the president of Bridge Group, and Matt is the marketing consultant with Bridge Group. We're going to talk a little bit about some business ideas, some sales and marketing ideas that may be helpful. How you guys doing?
We're great.
Very well.
Thanks so much for inviting us.
Thanks. You're welcome. So, Matt, I know at Bridge Group you guys are all about the trends and the numbers and the measurement. So what kind of things are impacting sales teams the most these days?
Sure. I think there's two trends that I think we're starting to see that I hope will be fully developed to really help sales and marketing folks going forward. And there are two trends really are being human in the sales and marketing process and kind of flattening of organizations. When I say being human, I really mean as sellers, on my high-minded days I say being authentic, being a real person when you're communicating. If you were to meet me and ask me what I do, I'd probably tell you what I do as in a story. But if I'm trying to sell to you, I might tell you a very rigid, very marketing-esque way what my company does.
Right.
And I think there's a real disconnect that's hurting organizations and it's hurting sales effectiveness. And when I say flattening organizations, what I'm starting to see is that the greatest ideas aren't coming from the corner office. It can be, the most junior lead generation or sales development rep that's setting appointments might come up with the most interesting, most persuasive way to communicate messaging that the CEO might have never thought of and would be amazing. Or that an inside sales rep who does 10 presentations a week might come up with the most persuasive way to lay out the business case that a highly paid field sales rep who's been in the game for 20 years wouldn't have thought of.
Right. So sort of a hive mind.
Yeah, and I think there's huge value in organizations not assuming that the best ideas come from the best real estate in the office.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, Brian Halligan from HubSpot recently told a story. One of his employees, a gentleman by the name of Pete Caputa, came to him and said, we should really develop a channel strategy. And he said, you know what, Pete? Go give it a go. And 3 months later, Pete had a great channel strategy in place. They have hundreds of partners now, and it's definitely a big part of their revenue stream. And that idea came from one of their own employees.
Super. That's great stuff.